Hello, good morning. I'm running a little late because I was waiting for the garbage people to come by. So, so I am only doing YouTube this morning. I just did not feel like futzing around with my phone and getting on Instagram. So today is coffee chat for on YouTube only today. So, hi T Barb, good morning. I was just saying that this morning I am only doing YouTube. I'm just kind of feeling a little out of sorts, not so great. So didn't feel like futzing around with doing two live streams here. Hey, Portland, good morning. I'm so happy to see you here, girl. Yeah, so today I am just, oh, thank you. um, I'm just feeling a little out of it today. I just, it's one of those days you ever wake up and you just feel blah and just kind of down. So I think I'm dealing with a little heartache and I'm just, I don't know, the beginning of the week started off well. Cloudy. I feel cloudy, yes, but it's not cloudy outside. The sun is actually shining. It's bright. And, but what's really special, I think Spirit just reminds me to just look for the little messages, like when you're going through something and you're not feeling so great. And one of my first messages I got this morning, I'm detoxing again, so no coffee this morning. I'm actually drinking tea. But the message on my tea is grace is kindness, compassion, and caring. So that really felt special. Here, before I get started here, just pamper yourself today. Self-love. Yes. Thank you, T Barb. Love it. I know. Isn't that a great message? Hold on. Oh, that's good. Got my stress relief tea. So I came on this morning. I said I have no idea what I was going to talk about. And then you love that cup. Oh, thank you, T Barb. Let me get my glasses of what it says. I bought this mug at a spiritual shop in Sedona years ago. And I saw it and I fell in love with it. In the message, again, another lovely message, it says, Dear world, thank you for your smallest of moments that bring the greatest of beauty. And the artist, I don't want to tip my tea over because that's something I would totally do. I'll have to get the name of the artist. She's on the bottom here, but she does all these beautiful prints of different women, and I love her work. So when I saw that mug, I was like, oh, I was really excited. Anyhow, my message that I wanted to share today, because I drew a card and I said, I have no idea what I want to talk about. And what I drew was igniting my joy. It's a nice big and not easy spill. Artist signed it. Wonderful. No, she didn't sign it. It's just her what do you call it? Her signature is on the bottom. It's manufactured that way, but still it's a pretty cool mug. So this igniting my joy, attuning to the highest good in myself and others, ignite my natural joy. And I got to read the message in the book because I just thought it was really special. It says, when I hold loving intent for someone dear to me, something magical happens. I ignite my own joy and happiness when I care about another and send them blessings of peace, goodwill, and ease. Now I nurture my capacity to be kind to myself as well as to others. I regularly include myself in well wishes, my goodwill, and my loving intentions. Since we are all intimately connected, my own happiness grows from this positive attunement to myself and to others. May we all be safe and at peace and live with ease and grace. How fantastic is that? I know, there you go. Exactly. So that was a important message for me, important message for others. that just no matter what we're going through in life, to really, as T. Barb says, pamper yourself, self-love. And I will probably be doing my heart chakra meditation that I did in the video last week for myself, just to open up the heart. Portland says that's beautiful. It is beautiful. I love it. And just be kind to myself. And I think too, just energy wise, I mean, tomorrow we have a super new moon that is happening tomorrow. So moon energy, kind of as we get closer, it makes me a little, sometimes on edge, just really emotional. So that could be a part of it too, I'm sure. So I'm looking forward to that and setting some intentions moving forward. It's the last super moon that we have for this year. So I'm looking forward to that. What else? I had wanted to draw a few of these cards too. These are my contemplation cards. The new moon wishes will be powerful this time. Yeah, they will. I'm really looking forward. I'm actually doing a ceremony tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. I think that will help get me through some of this blah. Okay, let's see. Beauty. Remembering not only the beauty within yourself, but the beauty that surrounds us. Courage. Having the courage to deal with whatever you're going through. What is your ritual? Well, actually, I'll get to that in a second. Let me draw one more card here. Positivity. Just trying to stay in a positive mindset. And that's not always easy. Love those. Aren't those great, Portland? I got them on Amazon. Contemplation cards. And I'll pull them out every once in a while. I used to, and what's really cute is that whatever word resonates with you, you just kind of put it in there, and that can be, you set it on your desk. Yeah, get them right on Amazon. I think they were about $13. So, and you just put it on your desk or wherever you can see it. Actually, I'm going to leave that one in there and put it on my desk today as my friendly reminder. And then sometimes too, if I want to display like all the work, well, I usually do about a few of them. I'll go like this and I'll set them on my desk. T. Barb says, go outside and ground, and to begin with, drain those yucky feelings. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. Unfortunately, I have a Zoom meeting first thing this morning, but probably right after that, I will go for a little walk. My ritual is for new moon, I will normally do, what's my new moon? I'm going to see, my brain is like, I will set my intentions on a piece of paper, and then I will meditate over them. I usually bring out my favorite crystals that I like to work with, and I will go over that information, meditate on it. Then afterwards, well, before I even do all that, I like to cleanse the area. For cleansing, I use sage. Or if I feel more of a need to bless the space, I like to use Palo Santo, and I'll use that. And so after my meditation, I will usually do some type of cleansing prayer, and then I will burn my intentions, sending them out into the universe. And for the new moon, I like to plant them into the dirt for like growing, kind of planting your seeds, if you will. So sometimes in my plants, I'll just put them in my plants that I have here, the ashes. Otherwise, if it's a full moon ceremony, what I will do is I will dispose of them. I just put them right down the garbage disposal, because those are the things that I'm trying to release. That's my ritual I like to do. Generally, sometimes too, I like to do a bath, like a cleansing bath of just use Epsom salt, lavender, just a few drops of lavender oil, and baking soda. And it's a good detoxifying type of bath salt, if you will, that I like to put together. And I'll soak in my bath, listening to nice, relaxing music. I put candles all around, and it feels really good. Yes, I need to do that. It's really a wonderful, beautiful thing if you have the space to do it, and the quiet time to do it too. Generally, when my daughter's home, I like to tell her, "Hey, this is my time, me time right now. So I just please give me this space." So if any kids in your lives, just kind of put the message out there, "Hey, come on, just give me this time to do this." But the ceremony that I'm actually participating, I'm actually doing an ayahuasca ceremony tomorrow. So it's just a perfect time to do that during the moon, the super moon. So I really like that because that's a major cleansing for me. It would draw out anything swelling too. What water takes water out? Yes, it does. Portland, an ayahuasca ceremony. Ayahuasca is a plant, a very medicinal type plant, and I'll send you some more information on it. But there are ceremonies where essentially the short end of it is that it helps to release you from ego and delves more into your subconscious. And it is a very intuitive plant, so it helps you to recognize what needs to be healed, what needs to come up, what you've been kind of avoiding, and it's an amazing spiritual journey that some people will take. So there's a thing on Netflix. Oh, what is it called? Or not? Yeah, there's one on Netflix. I think it's called The Last Shaman, and then there's one on YouTube, and I cannot think of the name. But it's, oh, gosh, I got to think of the name of it. But it's a really good one on YouTube as well. Deepak Chopra speaks on it as well. And I've been doing ceremonies probably for a couple years now. So I'm excited about doing that. What else did I want to share? Wow, I really miss being in LA with you. That sounds phenomenal. Yeah, it is. It is. Well, next time when we get past all this COVID thing, you know, you got to come out here. And I'm saying a lot because I'm just like dragging here. What do I want to say about that? Yeah, so with the ceremony, I mean, it's a small group and everybody has to get COVID tests. And so it's being cautious. It's not like everybody's just running around doing whatever. Not a speech class. Yeah. Thanks, T-Bar, because I'd be failing right now if it was a speech class. Oh, God. Since it's a super new moon, let me pull a card for you ladies. I think one of the hardest things about when you're going through something and it's processing the emotions and working through the sadness, whatever is coming up. And it's not always easy to deal with and to cope. But okay, that one's kind of sticking up here. Okay. So this says, be bold and make the first move, the Cardinal Moon. Let's see what that has to say. Fall into your own strengths. Yeah, that's a really good point, T-Barb. You just, This book, the way it's set up, everything is, oh, here we go. It's set up by the moon cycles. And I'm not an expert on the moon cycles, so it makes it a little more challenging to find the right page. So it says, now is the time to be bold, bossy even. Take matters into your own hands. Cardinal signs are powerful and self-starting. They're determined and great at organizing. Drawing this card strongly suggests you're going to need to be all those things and get your ideal resolution or position in the situation you're asking about. This card may challenge you on how strongly you really want something. If you're worrying about a situation, it is a suggestion to be less passive. Instead, take an assertive stance as you steer events where you want them to go. Speak up for what you want. If you're serious about sorting things out, you may need to take the lead in some way to step up as a leader. And I love this. Here's the mantra for tomorrow. So if you do choose to do a new moon ceremony, here's your mantra for tomorrow. I take charge of my destiny. I love that. Turn your bitch on. Absolutely. Find your inner bitch. That spoke directly to me, just what I needed to hear. Awesome. I love to hear that. Fantastic, Portland. Make sure you write that down. I am taking charge of my destiny. And that is a perfect, especially as this is a super new moon. And that essentially means that the moon's a little closer to the earth. There's a few times, we had three super moons earlier this year, and then 3 on this last half of the year. So this one is the last one for 2020. So this is powerful. Taking charge of your own destiny, for setting those new intentions. That could be a part of your intention, your mantra. Just meditate on that and allow that to flow. So, and I will do the same. And I know this is something that I'll, right? We're only human. We can't be on all the time and feeling joy and happiness. Oops. Yikes, I just dropped cards. I'll get those. We can't be on all the time. We feel things, we go through things. Like I said, I have a little heartache, so I'm savoring that, taking care of my heart, and right, we can give ourselves the time. Yeah, we have to go through a little grieving, a little mourning, and it's where it gets tricky for some is when we stay in that space too long. So we don't really want to be in that space too long, because then, and not to rush the process. I'm not saying that at all, but it can become something a little more serious if you find yourself not being able to get out of that. And, I myself, being totally transparent, have suffered from depression for many years. And it's gotten so much better, and it'll come up every once in a while. This is not one of those times. This is just, good old heartache and just feeling a little down. But probably the last really bad episode I had was that a couple years ago? I think it was a couple years ago. With COVID, I can't, time is... I am having trouble remembering when things happen, but it took me about 2 months to go through what I was going through. And even despite all the meditations that I do and the work that I've done, I just felt in this space of, I can't get out. And I just allowed myself to be there. I said, it's okay. This is where I am. I just did my best to treat myself with love and kindness, and allowed myself just to go through whatever I was going through. There were some days I couldn't get out of bed, and I didn't. And I didn't judge it. That's the other important thing. I didn't put myself down. I didn't judge it. I just allowed it to be there, allowed myself to grow from that. And eventually I turned that corner. Well, as soon as I turned that corner, I was like, yes, I'm almost there. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So be patient with yourself. Well, crying always worked for me, only makes you stronger. Yes, it does. It really does. I love a good old cry. Um, Portland said, COVID brain. Yeah, plenty of that. Crying is releasing. It is releasing. I remember growing up, there was a lot of, don't you cry or I'll give you something to cry about. So I kind of really took that to the point of, oh, I can't cry. And so I would bottle a lot of my emotions up and not allow myself to process what I was feeling. And, or being in the workforce for the many years that I worked in corporate years ago, it was known as, women were weak when they cried. So when I would get frustrated or whatever, I would just hold it in because I was like, oh, that's a sign of weakness and I can't allow myself to cry. So, now I know that's a load of shit. And I just said, okay, I'm going to allow myself to cry. Thank you both. Great to know that I'm not the only one. Good to know it's okay. It is, girl. Let it loose. I talked about this, I think, a couple of weeks ago. There is this video, Mama Jean. She is a sensuality instructor, and she just really teaches women to get in touch with their sensuality. And one of the exercises on this video that I watched that she did, it was a, what do you call those things? Kind of like a workshop that she did. And she spoke on the different emotions, and she had this other woman on, and they did this exercise. They played some music, and she's like, I just want everyone to get up right now. And this is all virtual on Zoom. Everyone to get up, and I want you to feel into your anger. And she just put on this music that was just like, like that really driving music. And it just pick some music that feels good to you. I would cry when really angry, and it pissed me off. I finally started warning people, if I'm crying, you better freaking, yes, I know that feeling. Yes. You get so angry that you just can't hold it. And it's just all the emotions come out, just the crying and just kind of like, So this video, the music, it was just had you doing kind of an angry dance, and it was all movement and everything else. So I was just expressing my anger. And then they went into sadness, and they just kind of put on a song that just felt really intimate. And I just was bawling. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm crying right now on cue. But it really wasn't a crying on cue, or I was fake crying. It really came from up here, and it's just something that needed to be released. So I just was bawling, and I allowed to feel through it and moving into it. And then we went into, I think it was kind of like a happy type of music and feeling the joy. So to allow yourself go through those different emotions, we really need to process that, because they get stuck in certain parts of our body. And that's the one other thing that I love about the ayahuasca ceremony, because sometimes we have things stuck in places that we don't know that it's there. And trust me, Mother Ayahuasca will find it and help to bring it up to the surface so you can deal with it and work through it and deal with whatever that is. So allow yourself to go through and feel what you're feeling. It's okay. I think we've been told so many times that we have to be a certain way. We have to act a certain way and feel a certain way. And it's like, well, I don't feel that way right now. This is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm going through. I'm a little pissed off right now. As long as I'm not spewing that anger at other people, as long as they're not poking the bear, because I would tell my daughter, when I'm angry and I'm in a space and she comes up to me and she's like doing this at me, I say, you know what? You keep poking, something pretty is not going to come out. So I'm trying to warn you. I give her the warning. So just like T-Barb said, that she warns people if she starts crying, then that's it. You better run. I'm the same way. Don't poke the bear. That was a great exercise. Music helps a lot. Music does help a lot. I absolutely love music. During the day when I'm working, I will do some meditation, have that playing in the background, meditation type music, just really peaceful music. Um, like Friday today, I'm going to put some on today. I'm just going to put on some dance music and just allow myself to dance and feel into that and feel really good about it. And then at night, sometimes I will just play something that feels really good to me, whatever type of mood I'm in. No, I'm old enough to finally have found that we need to be who we are. Sometimes it takes time to find ourselves again. It does. It really does. And I've gone through the process as well. I'm with you there, T Barb. Portland too. Over 50. So I'm like been here for quite some time. And so I feel you. I'm too old to try to appease to everybody, and we are who we are. And I mean that in a positive, loving way, because there's some people that aren't a little too pleasant, and and they stand on that. Well, I am who I am. Yeah, but we don't have to be nasty. That we don't have to be. So ultimately, it's just wanting to share love and spread love and kindness, and even if you are not a nice person, it's like just keep it to yourself. Don't spew hate. We won't tolerate that. So all right. Well, for a person sure feeling down, you two ladies did lift my spirits today, because I think this is probably the longest coffee chat I've done. That felt really good. I appreciate you both. Thank you so much. So, well, oh, so great. Yeah, thank you. I think I needed that today. That felt really good. And I have to say, as much as I enjoy doing Instagram too, it felt really good just to look into one camera and not feeling. And I think maybe that is something. I don't know. I'll have to think about that a little bit more, because energetic wise, it's just kind of like being pulled here and then pulled here, and so this felt good just to be right here in this space. So I'm grateful for that. And just something else quickly to share with you both of where things are going in my life. I just received my level 1 Reiki certification. Yay! So I'm very excited about that. I'm working on level 2 right now, and also working on my crystal healing certification. So good things are on the horizon. They're just taking time. Thank you, Portland. Appreciate it. So I'm very excited about that. All right, you beautiful souls. I need to get going here and prepare for my work day. So blessings to you both, and I hope you have a really beautiful weekend. Enjoy the supermoon, and I will see you next week, hopefully. Okay, take care.